This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, WorkSafe investigate after a fatal construction site incident in Queenstown. One man dies, another is seriously injured. An eclectic collection of unique musical instruments and sculptures is on its way to China to be exhibited. And Queenstown Lakes District Council play their cards close to the chest about their solution to the paucity of low-cost accommodation in the tourist town. Kia ora, good evening with The South Today. I'm Craig Story. WorkSafe are investigating an incident near Queenstown yesterday that killed a 63-year-old local man and left a 19-year-old man in critical condition in Dunedin Hospital. Emergency services were called to a construction site at the Closeburn Station subdivision about 4 p.m. after the two men were pinned against a retaining wall by a truck. Police say there was no one in the truck at the time. A large crane was used to move the truck and free the injured man, who was flown to Dunedin Hospital in the Otago Regional Rescue Helicopter about 6:20 p.m. He is now in a stable condition in the intensive care unit. Repair work on the McClellan Road Bridge in the Catlins has been delayed by almost a month. The McClellan Bridge connects the Papatowai Highway over the McClellan River. It was closed in February and expected to reopen by Easter. It is now not expected to reopen until the 12th of May. In a letter sent to the residents in the Papatowai area, the South Roads Company took responsibility for the delays and says it has not achieved the expected productivity on the project. Now, if you'd ever wanted to own a handmade instrument, you might call on sculptor and tuba fancier Jane Venice. She's one of the host of artists across a variety of disciplines, contributing to Anything Could Happen. It's a collection inspired by Dunedin, and like the city itself, no two pieces are alike. Our unique reporter, Roselle LeBone, has more.
It's diverse, it's creative, and it's on the road to China. The cream of our local art is being unpacked, repacked and shipped off to sister city Shanghai, where it will take pride of place in the 400-year-old U Gallery.
There's visual art, there's painting, there's some printmaking, there's some photography, there's several items of cool sculpture, there's 3 or 4 pieces of ceramic, there's some jewellery.
42 pieces from 32 artists are currently at the Dunedin School of Art. Artists from all perspectives with links to Dunedin were asked to contribute.
Give them the cast brass ukulele, which weighs, I think, actually this one's about 16 kilos.
Jane Venice creates working instruments fashioned from recycled materials found in surprising places.
Kitchen sink, plumbing parts, U-bends from old plumbing. Often, a lot of it's 100 years old.
Dika says her approach typifies number 8 wire Dunedin style.
It's diverse, which is what you'd expect from Dunedin because it's not a homogeneous culture and society here. Everything, there's great range.
6 million people visit the U Gallery every year. The collection will be freighted to Shanghai at the end of the month. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
And segueing nicely from that story into 10 Otago Polytechnic design students are off on the journey of a lifetime. They're going to take their collaborative projects with other students in Shanghai, China. The group has been awarded the prestigious Prime Minister's Scholarship for Asia, and it leaves in May for the truly international design metropolis. Otago Polytechnic's Margot Barton says these scholarships create so many opportunities for the students. The 6-week trip includes a 15-point paper, and it will include all aspects of fashion and communication design. The Queenstown Lakes District Council is embarking on a new initiative to tackle housing shortages in the Lakes District area, a new model of affordable housing to meet the needs of moderate to low income residents, including families. It's being considered, but the task force is refusing to say what it is.
The new Queenstown Mayoral Housing Task Force met for the first time yesterday. The South Today wasn't allowed to film at the meeting, but Mayor Jim Bolt putting out a statement only. In it, he said the task force is keen to address housing shortages. A plan is being worked on, but he is not saying what the plan is. Mr. Bolt said the housing squeeze was not a new issue for Queenstown, but the situation had been made more complicated by the attraction of a higher returns property owners who obtain a high amount of money from renting their houses to visitors rather than letting them to long-term tenants. Mayor Jim Bolt said in a statement, quote, "It was too early to give details because of the complicated nature of this work. It will take long-term modelling to assess the effects." He said it's about creating an affordable housing model that works alongside the existing private and commercial ownership system. Bolt said it could be several months before any detail could be released. Those on the task force are from government bodies like New Zealand Treasury, as well as architects, lawyers, finance groups and community housing, tourism educator sectors, real estate agents and of course the Queenstown Lakes District Council. Mina Amso, The South Today.
And still to come on The South Today, the Mataura Pony Club lets young riders get a taste of the competitive equestrian life, and the lowdown on the weather for the very damp week ahead.
They say the grass is always greener, but not if you have Ready Lawn. Call Ready Lawn today and make them green with envy.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know, in recent years, the number of New Zealanders dying from melanoma has been as high as the road toll?
If you've ever been on a sunbed or been badly sunburnt, what are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product, and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Arrow International knows what the essential ingredient is for accomplishing great projects, working with great people. 30 years on and 3,000 projects later, with 10 offices and 400 staff nationwide, a company who values partnerships with their clients and carries a strong reputation for passion, integrity and the love of a challenge, excelling in the construction industry and helping to create, with our partners, more iconic New Zealand buildings.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silberhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
Deutsche Welle News. News from around the world. Tuesday to Friday, 1:30 p.m. plus midnight and 2:30 a.m.
This is the South Today. An Oamaru man has been sentenced to 9 months home detention and 300 hours community work following a brutal assault on his sister. Aaron Mark Mackin appeared in the Dunedin District Court after admitting a charge of injuring his sister Lacey with intent to injure her. The pair were celebrating their 22nd birthday in Oamaru on August the 6th when tempers flared. Lacey Mackin slapped Aaron's face in a bid to bring him to his senses, but it had the opposite effect. During the fight in the back seat of the car, Mackin repeatedly punched his sister and then tried to strangle her after she lost consciousness, at which point the driver of the car stopped to help. Lacey Mackin was having seizures when police arrived. Mataura Pony Club gave young riders a chance to learn through experience when it hosted the Mount of the Year competition during the weekend. Club President Janine Perkins says the day gave the young riders a chance to experience what a horse show was really like.
Horse riding is all about how you seat a horse and how well you mount, among other things, of course. The Mataura Pony Club's Mount of the Year competition offers younger riders a leg in to the equestrian world. Club President Janine Perkins outlines the competition.
They've got 3 classes in the morning. There's turnout, rider and pony club mount. So they get scored on that. If they get place, they get scores. So their morning score counts, and that in the afternoon they do a show hunter round and then an FEI round.
Perkins says it gives riders the opportunity to test their skills before some of them move on to further events.
So so it just gives a little taste of what it's like, and there's just overall points, so yeah, just a little bit of fun for the kids.
She says it's definitely a learning experience and grooms these eager youngsters towards events like the New Zealand Horse of the Year competition.
It's got some of the same classes that they run up there, but they're all different. Yes, yeah, no, it's Horse of the Year. I've never actually been myself. I'd love to go. I'm pleased I didn't go this year because I think it got rained out pretty much. But it's based on sort of along that line. Yeah.
In the afternoon, the riders took part in a show hunter class, which consisted of a round of show jumping, judged on style rather than time. And there were also separate show jumping classes. At the end of the day, the winner was determined on overall points. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, a great mate and a social icon passes. We remember John Clark. Also the ODT and a weather warning and your weather forecast.
Ecrotech Limited have been supplying beekeeping equipment and honey products in New Zealand for over 100 years. A specialist manufacturer of hiveware and plastic products for the beekeeping industry. They are the leading supplier of beekeeping equipment nationwide. For all your beekeeping needs, visit ecrotech.co.nz or call 0800 117766.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
The University of Otago, New Zealand's only true collegiate university. For first-year students, the history, the expectations of excellence are
unfamiliar.
G'day, I'm next door.
Hi, next door. I'm Samantha Pascoe.
No, you're not. I'm Josh, Clyde, Science. And you are?
Sam, Hastings, Lauren Arts.
Tane, Auckland, Commerce. Osaka, Greece, Classics. History.
We're at 25 Moreau Place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focusing on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Emu oil has been used for centuries to support joint mobility and tired muscles. Also helpful for supporting healthy skin. Available as oil or in capsules. Go to www.silverhorn.co.nz to order emu oil today.
It's been more than 70 years since World War II. Learn all about the military history through newsreel footage and reenactments filmed at the time in our 26-part series, Victory at Sea, Fridays, 8 p.m.
Thank you for staying with the South today. The Otago Regional Council is keeping an eye on river levels in light of a severe weather warning that was issued by Met Service today. The Otago Regional Council believes that based on current forecasting, rivers and flood channels should contain the rainfall. The organisation says South Dunedin groundwater levels are currently not high, but they are likely to rise during or immediately after the event. Otago gets a rain event on this scale about once a year, and the predicted rainfall is about half of the amount of water that fell in the June 2015 floods. Heavy rain is expected in eastern Otago from around 3 a.m. tomorrow until 6 a.m. Thursday morning. That's 29 hours of rain, with 80 to 120 millimetres of rain forecast to fall during this period, a maximum deluge of 15 millimetres an hour. Most of the rivers and streams in eastern Otago are expected to rise as of tomorrow. You are advised to keep up to date with the latest Met Service forecast and keep an eye on river levels. Otago Regional Council will be monitoring river and lake levels. Information on river and lake levels is also available on the ORC website or through Flowphone 0800 426 463. New Zealand and Australia lost a pioneering comedy icon at the weekend. John Clark was raised in New Zealand, but he unleashed the character Fred Dagg 40 years ago. He moved across the ditch mid-career, creating the team of Clark and Dawes, whose great interviews of the 20th century set a high mark for political satire.
I think it's, he was a great comedian, a great guy, and yeah, I'm going to miss the song if it weren't for your gumboots.
He's a legend both sides of the Tasman.
What makes you say that?
Because he was pretty progressive over in Australia and satire on television. He did leading things on the current affairs shows over there as well. They had no idea who Fred Dagg was, and over here they had no idea who John Clark was over there. And he liked Melbourne. No. So, and he was a friend of poets and writers.
Oh yeah, I thought it was really awful. Yeah? Yeah, it's a real New Zealand iconic, isn't it?
I think it's really sad. He was a great guy.
Yeah?
The front fell off.
Nothing's out there.
Well, there must be something out
there.
There
is nothing out there. All there is sea and birds and fish.
And
20,000 tonnes of crude oil.
And what else?
And a fire.
And anything else?
And the part of the ship that the front fell off. But there's nothing else out there.
Senator Collins, thanks for joining us.
It's a complete void.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
The environment's perfectly safe. We're out of time?
Yeah.
Can you book me a cab?
But didn't you come in a Commonwealth car?
Yes, I did. But
what happened?
well, the front fell off.
We don't know how lucky we were. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. WorkSafe is investigating an incident near Queenstown which killed a 63-year-old man and left a 19-year-old in a critical condition in Dunedin Hospital. Dunedin's reputation as a centre of artistic excellence will soon receive international recognition with an exhibition at the prestigious U Gallery in Shanghai, and the Queenstown Lakes District Council is embarking on a new initiative to tackle housing shortages in the Lakes District area. Golly. Time now to have a look at what's happening in tomorrow's Otago Daily Times. Phil, how are you, sir?
Yes, yes, very good. First up, of course, the weather. Watching John Clark item, I thought I better have my gumboots handy.
Oh, indeed.
If it weren't for our gumboots, where would we be? Interesting angle on that. The DCC's getting well prepared, and predictions are it certainly won't be as bad as the 2015 floods.
Indeed.
They were horrendous.
No, but not to take this for granted.
No, you just don't. With forecasts are like that, could turn into a bit of a fizzer, or it could be a bit worse. They are just forecasts.
Yes.
A story about student numbers at the university, always very important for the city. Quite reasonable news on that front, so look for that in the paper tomorrow. Fresh pages, lots of recipes for people to practice on over the long weekend. There's salmon ones, a lamb one, a chocolate one, and then over the page.
It's good to stay out of the kitchen over Easter.
You think so?
Be with your friends, do whatever you want to do, but just not cook.
But there's also, you might be tempted, chocolate chip hot cross buns, and something called white chocolate bunny tails. I haven't heard of those before, but I'm interested. And also eggshell brownies. So if you've got a sweet tooth, there's plenty there as well.
Oh, stop it, I'm getting fat just thinking about it.
Sport front, Tina Bell Kake, a phenomenal hockey player at the time, is returning to Dunedin, so that's good for the city.
Excellent.
And Sonny Bill Williams and the saga there, that continues. Special jerseys for him, apparently. So more on that will develop tonight, and we'll be able to read more tomorrow morning about the latest in the Sonny Bill saga.
Politics and sport. All right, thank you very much, Phil. Time now to have a look at tomorrow's weather. Pay attention.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsville.
And the Southern View, that is Queenstown's town centre. Very pretty place. And this is an incoming shot as a group of workers erecting scaffolding on the Dunedin's Cadbury's factory. Are they putting it up or taking it down? Looking at the situation, a very stubborn depression lies off the west of Te Waipunama, bringing periods of rain to the south and high probabilities of very heavy falls in eastern districts. A former tropical cyclone will slip past the North Island on Thursday. It might linger until Friday, bringing hazardous conditions to many of the northern regions if you're heading that way. To the southern outlook, look, it's a rubber stamp no matter where you go. It's moderate easterlies, rain, and 13 with those temperatures pinned very squarely no matter where you go in the south. After the central outlook, moderate northeasterlies and rain for Alexandra, the same for Queenstown, moderate southeasters but rain in Te Anau, and those nor'easters in Wanaka, a vagarity of geography, but those temperatures pinned quite low and cool. Moderate easterlies and rain in Oamaru and in Omarama, 13 degrees pretty much no matter where you go. Those are optimistic numbers there. Twizel, moderate nor'easters and moderate easterlies in Te Maru. In Dunedin tonight, rain overnight, might be a bit muggy, predicted temperature of 9, maybe even a little bit warmer. Wednesday, cloudy with rain and moderate cool easterlies. Heavy rainfall is likely in the afternoon and the evening, 9 and 13. Thursday, cloudy and damp. Nor'easters, more rain by the evening, 9 and 14. More rain expected by Friday though. And for Invercargill, tonight, rain developing, 8 degrees. Wednesday, cloudy, rain and moderate cool easterlies. Heavy falls are likely by the afternoon and in the evening, 8 and 15. Thursday, rain clearing, cloud breaking, mild nor'easters. That should be mostly fine again by Friday though. 8 and 16 are your numbers. Clean out your gutters if you get the chance tomorrow, everybody in the south. And that is The South Today. It has been my privilege and my pleasure. I'm Craig Story. Thank you. Good evening.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.